All right, hey guys. So today we're going to take a look at this song Swipesy or Swipesy's Cakewalk, which is kind of a little bit more obscure of one of Scott Joplin's ragtime pieces. Folks know the Entertainer and Maple Leaf Rag, but this is in that same style. A little bit more of kind of a ballad feel on this one. But we do see Joplin up to his same old tricks as far as syncopating things on what I would call a 16th note grid. So to really master this one, let's go ahead and get in sheet music mode here. We got to be able to understand these kind of rhythms where we're seeing these double flags, 16th notes basically, and then these eighth notes that go over the middle of the beat. So throughout this one, as crazy as the rhythms get, nothing gets above what I would call that 16th note level. Here we're seeing 2 bars, right? That's the 16th note. And over in this one, we're going to see lots of 16th notes, 8th note, 16th note sort of thing. So we got to know how to count these guys. Let's get in here with it. So definitely we're going to start on beat 1. I'll write it over here. And then we got to be able to think 1E and for any time we see a 16th note. So that's the first 16th note is 1. This hits on E. So I'm just going to write the letter E. Sorry, kind of sloppy, but that's all right. And then that's going to last for 2 16th note pulses because it's the 8th note. So this is worth E, but also the and that puts this guy on the 4th piece of it, which is So 1 E and and then this is going to be 2 and. So to master that, I'm going to just take one note here. Let's take a B flat. I'm going to go 1 E and 2 and. And I would just loop that around for a minute and just make sure you can count with it easily. It is a little hard to play on these syllables, the E and the but you get used to it pretty quick. It's going to go 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that a little bit faster. We'll go 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1, 2, 4. One last time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1, 2. Cool. And then we're going to see that rhythm all through this one. I see it, here, 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 here. It's just kind of the basic building block. The other one that we're going to see is right here on the end of that second line. Sorry, zoom in on it here. So what is happening with this? Try to get it to focus. There we go. All right, so this is on the second beat of the measure. Let's go and get this filled in. We know how this works. This is 1 E and So this is going to start on beat 2. That's an 8th note. It's got 1 bar going on there. So that gets 2 16th note pulses. We'll have 2 E. And then here's the back half of the beat. This is going to be and and it's tied to beat 1 over here. So I'm going to just slash that out on both sides. So let's hear that. It's 1 E and 2 E and 1, 2. Right? Let me do that a little slower. 1 E and 2 E and 1 and 2 and. Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right, so let's do across this first line, and I'll count with it one time, and then I'll go into keyboard mode here, and I'll wait for this notification to go off of my view. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Cool. One more time, a little bit faster. Ready, go. 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 E and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Cool. And of course, there's left hand there too, but the left hand is doing the same rhythms and notes that we're seeing in the right hand. So the main challenge, I think, we're understanding that, but it's going to start an octave apart. It's just kind of a fingering thing. I'm going off of instinct. There's not much written. This part's kind of hard. And then it splits here. We're going to do octaves. Left hand, that's a D. D flat, C. And then pulses up into this. Okay, so a nice little line there. Let's worry about the right hand first, then we'll come back and look at those chords. So for measure 5 here, we've got that same rhythm we had up top. It's 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Right, so straight 16th notes there. That measure one more time. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. And we see that same rhythm here. This is measure 6. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. I'm crossing over to get that B flat. I reset my 3 to B flat. Same rhythm. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. I don't know if we can see that. That's a F sharp to D and a thumb on G. So measure 7 one more time all together. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 and 2. Cool. All right, so hopefully that helps with the counting. Like most Joplin stuff, I would really try to master the right hand first. Make sure the rhythms are on point there. So there's, as Joplin would say himself, like there's no sense in going like, we don't want that. We want to be confident with where those 16 notes are hitting. So if it's 1 E and 1 E and that's fine as long as we're getting that count and we're just landing those 16th note rhythms with confidence is what we're looking for. All right, cool. That being said, let's look at the left hand. There's some chords we want to know here, some kind of off the beaten track ones. The ones that we're going to see in the beginning are a B flat chord, which we're going to play like this. Normally B flat would be those 3, B flat, D, and F. We're going to put our F on the bottom. So we're also going to see G minor, beautiful chord, and then a D, which we're going to add the octave to on top. So first things first, I would acquaint yourself with those 3 shapes pretty well. And you want to think, B flat, G minor, D major. Cool. Now, once you have those, we want to get the stride pattern involved here. So we're taking this B flat chord. This is our pattern. We're going to do the octave of B flat, then the inversion of that B flat chord. Then we're going down to the 5th of the chord. Let's just see it down here. That's the F. Okay. And then back up to that same chord up here. So worth a little bit of practice here. I would take just loop that around. Sorry, I'm messing up the octaves. It's a B flat octave, single note F, B flat octave, single note F. And it's a lot of jumping around. Just, take it whatever speed is comfortable for you. Okay, so in the song we're doing that twice. We got dun, 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 single note the second time, and then just G minor twice, D twice, and back to G minor 4 times. Cool. So a little bit slower. Let's walk that through. And the left hand, as you probably know, is not syncopated. This is all 8th notes. So we're just going to be like 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and G minor, D, sorry I messed it up, there you go, G minor. Cool, so have that down, and then when you try to combine these guys, it's going to make a lot more sense, I think, to kind of put them together. So I'm going to go very slow here, but just to show you how these guys do combine. So we're going to have 1 E and that's the first step there. And it does help me sometimes to draw lines. Sorry to keep changing course on you guys here, but so like here, for example, Sorry, let's get it to focus. All right, so 1 E and so I know this one is going to hit in between those guys. So I'll just draw a little vertical line. I know these line up. I know these lines up. See what I mean? No shame in that game. This one's going to hit slightly before. You know, that can really help as you're going through. Okay, cool. So, sorry, back to the scheduled program here. Let's move this out of the way. All right, so we got 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 and. Okay, one more time, nice and slow. 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 and. Cool. Let's look at the next part of the line. 1 E and 2. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Measure 7. 1 E and 2 E and 1, 2, 3 E. Cool. So some complicated stuff up there, but again, like if you get used to it, there's no sweat. Right, and that's probably faster than Joplin would want us to go if we're like. And let's go and just hear the next part. C7. Ooh. It goes back into it. Cool. So that's the first page of it. I'll break down that third line on a rainier day than today, but hopefully that gives us a little bit of a start. Just getting through those first couple lines, and then just to cap it, I'll just play one more time, just intro down through the first page. All right, so octave apart. That's middle C, just so you know. Sorry. 1. I'll practice that. So on and so forth. All right, good. So happy practicing. It's a bit of a long piece, but again, it's going to be the key to us really understanding these 16th notes, which we'll see in lots of places. All right. See you guys next time.